We have 11 days until we have to ride this motorcycle to Austin, Texas, all the way from Phoenix. Hello and hi. I am removing the old triple trees and all this stuff. I'm going to take this tree off, lay a towel down here, lay this down on the floor, zip these off the tree, and then we'll get back to it.
Wow, dude, you were about to lose your clutch cable for sure.
I got to put the clutch in still too. God bless America. And this dude goes on here. I'm gonna have to do some machining because this is the prototype one, and they told me this standoff is too tall. I need to turn it down, but this will not fit in my lathe. So I'm gonna have to probably stick this dude in the lathe, mill it out the end, and make it a pass through. Oh, that's what I'm gonna do. I got to get the old stunt tail out of the way. This is our last giveaway bike. This just ended November 30th. They are tallying everything up to see who won this one. The next bike is a 2023 Nightster. That's right, the new RevMax Nightster. We are building one currently right now. It is live already. For every $5 you spend on KruesiOriginals.com enters you in a chance to win that bike. Check it out. There'll be a whole build series on this actual YouTube channel that you could like and subscribe to so you don't miss any of it. Don't miss out on your chance to win. And we got dope shit, you know? Pretty much everything in the entire planet that you need for your motorcycle is on KruesiOriginals.com. And you could win a motorcycle. And you could help support this YouTube so we can keep supporting our own habits. Because that's solely how we pay for all this shit that we build. Because I tell you what, it's more of an addiction than a profitable fucking business. You know, when every spare dollar you make, you throw into building some new motorcycle because you have a need to build things. It's like a drug addiction, but more expensive, by far. Healthier, maybe. Depends on how you look at it or how your wife looks at it. Son of a bitch, I might not have a drill bit the right size. I was hoping to get really close and then just open it up with the parting tool. What I'm gonna do is this cap needs to be deeper to butt up and properly torque the bearings in there. Because this is a prototype set that I have. I'm supposed to be doing like the R&D on this to make sure everything's dialed, which I know that this is wrong. So I should turn down the stem, but in order to do that, that would be turning down several steps, because as you see, it's stepped for different bearing cups. So all that stuff would kind of have to go down together. This, all I gotta do is drill this out, make this so the bolt can go all the way through, and then that's it, we're done. It may not look this kind of pretty, but I think it'll look pretty rad just being like a gangster ass nut on the outside. Just getting a nut. I don't know if that gets rid of any of the structural integrity of it being a nut, but it is also clamped, pressure clamped from the outside. So as soon as it's tight, it's clamped. That shit ain't going anywhere. She ain't going nowhere, yerd. I really wish I had a boring tool. That would make things less boring than doing it this way. Really that thick? No way. Hold on. Damn, it's just a tiny, it's only a tiny bit. It's like a 1/16 of material. I might be able to get it with the old parting tool. Me and the top of this thing might just be parting ways as we speak. Can we go that deep? I don't fucking think so. God bless America. Man, a boring bar would be forking awesome. I can't believe I didn't think about this already. 1 inch, too big, but too big's too good. I'm just gonna drill the end of this out right till it touches the threads, and then we'll be perfect. I should have thought about that in the first place. Goddamn thing sounds awful. That bit's seen better days. Forking dialed, dog. Alright, let me grab have a little bit of Scotch-Brite, maybe a little bit of air hose, a little bit of vacuum. Man, look at that. That's a pretty rad looking piece right there. That looks like a factory. Factory. Let's go throw it on, see how she looks. Ooh, I'm gonna polish it a little bit. Let's go. Lay bars.
I put bars on.
A little bit of polishing in my life.
Is that your recommended polish?
Mothers, yeah. Any aluminum polish will knock it out pretty good. Get my hands all filthy. Doesn't take much work when the product is machined really nice, like really nice machine work. Like the trees polished up like glass with just like this much rubbing, done deal. That's always really nice. Oh yeah. What's going on there, little guy? Well, that's fun to get a hold of. A socket would be really sick. Oh my God.
Wow, that's deep.
Jay stopped by with a bunch of things. This is a gear selector sensor, gear position sensor. That's what it's called on the bagger. This is the cover for it. It goes above the transmission door. Pretty nifty. Then it would look pretty sick with a Santoro Fabworx, whatever these things are
That
called.
piece looks dope.
Yeah.
That looks
I'm
like
gonna put
some
it on right now.
steampunk shit, dude. I like it a lot.
What else did you bring him, Jay?
Got a gas cap. Uses a stock breather setup. Just bolts on right onto the top. Got our own threads on it too, so it's nice and beefy. O-ring on the top, O-ring on the bottom. Drain valve runs for all the plastic stuff on the back of it.
Yeah.
It all fits OEM. No bullshit replacing anything.
Nice.
6 bolts and you swap it out, and that's it.
Love it.
We're gonna put all this shit on right now and show it to you guys. And then make Tommy put them on the website. Because that's how it goes. This is Gino.
Shit.
I'm Gino.
He's Gino.
I'm Gino.
He started with us way back in the day and then he moved on to do other things. Almost forgot about us, I will say. He's been in
No.
town a couple times and we haven't heard from
You
him.
got pals right here. You got Sweet 3. I got.
I made him get his
Ruby's
hands tattooed before.
Yeah, he did. Before everything else, I got my hands tattooed because it's actually Matt with the drone.
Matt with the drone.
Matt with
Yes.
the drone.
So this is the new gear position sensor cover. I have Santoro Fabworx hardware in it with their fancy hardware covers that I can't pronounce. I don't know how they're pronounced. They're 1/4 bolts. Jay, do you supply hardware with this or no?
Runs all factory hardware.
Runs all factory hardware, or you could get fancy like we're doing. We're getting fancy because this is a build off. Just goes right over the top, right? Get some tools. Points cover, putting it on.
Show it to the people. It's pretty sick.
With the Santoro Fabworx hardware, looks real good.
It looks like some Star Wars shit, and I really, really like it. This bike definitely has a Star Wars vibe, and it's got a whole bunch of just raw, nasty aluminum pieces on it everywhere. Oh, Blockhead, you're dude. Sorry, bringing the thunder. Oh, that's why Gino's here for the tire machine.
I only brought it just in case.
I'm just kidding, Gino. That does look like a Millennium Falcon. Oh yeah, I'm making a spacer for this guy. Getting rid of the banjo, getting rid of the bleeder lines, or the lines for the brakes. So I'm gonna make an aluminum spacer that just sandwiches between this, and then we can put crush washers on both sides, crush it off, and it will be blocked off that way, and she just won't piss fluid and stuff everywhere. And the back can still be bled up, which bleeding the back is probably gonna be real challenging. It'll be fine, I'll figure it out. We might have to take it to Harley Davidson and have them pump the bleeder valves inside the ABS module. I don't have that kind of stuff, but oh well. Anyways, I'm drawing out a couple spacers. We're gonna go over to the lathe. I'm gonna turn some stuff down, see what I can do. I am making spacers to plug off the front ABS module. Now I gotta take her down real skinny like. I make this dude 40 long. What's up, bud? How are you? Ah, same scenarios.
You on the lathe?
Making some spacers to block off some stuff on the ABS module.
What are we talking about, on the build-off or on the Nightster?
Yeah, I bet my build-off's in different shape than yours. Here, walk with me.
Oh, yeah.
I'll get my gloves
I'll
on.
show you ours. you show me yours. That's the build off.
There she is. Oh, no. No, what happened?
Nothing happened. We just taking apart the engine.
You need spacers for knocking off ABS, and I need spacers to knock off some compression points.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
So we're gonna shim the cylinders and lift them up.
So
Oh,
Chris
damn.
did the whole measuring the displacement, and then I mean we've pretty much exhausted like every effort in order to like drop the compression on this thing, and so we're having some shims custom made for us, which should hopefully be available or ready today. So 2 shims to add to the base to bump it up 60 thousandths to drop our compression from 11.6 to 10.5.
Man, how much boost are you guys trying to run?
Yeah, it's just 10.
Oh, 10's a lot, yeah.
And then we get to tune it, and there's nothing out there baseline. What's up, man?
Hi.
There's no base
What up,
maps
dog?
for this shit, and no people that are like willing to tune this shit. Dude, this is down to the wire shit, so it's good to see yours in pieces too.
We're in the same scenario right now. We're putting on some prototype trees that have been like build them as they go type stuff and hoping everything lines up as we put it together. Pretty much the bike was not done. It was just Lego pieces were on it so far, you know, and then now the real build's kind of just now starting. So yeah, we're all in the same boat. It's crunch time for sure. And I'm moving this weekend also. It's gonna be great.
Good timing.
Yeah.
1 week
Yeah.
on the road to Austin.
I gotta get some heated clothes.
It's supposed to be like in 50 to 70s on our ride over.
We're gonna be high of 60 and low of like 30 to 40.
All 3 of us riding.
Yeah?
These guys are bitching. I'd rather ride to the bar, man.
Dude.
They're like, we should go ride together. I'm like, let's go to Austin. They're like, we're gonna fly.
Oh, they're not. You guys aren't gonna ride?
I'm not ready for that shit.
Oh, come on. I got a titanium fucking neck. I'm gonna ride.
We just wanted to give you a shout, say what up, see how you're doing. 1 week out, check in.
Yeah, we're in the same boat. Trent just fixed one of my blown fork seals right there. We changed every bit of hardware in the entire drivetrain. We did a whole back half. Oh my God, let me show you this fender, dude.
Oh shit, they cleared it. Nice.
She's flossy.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get those measurements, and we'll call it like a fucking Kruesi cut.
The Kruesi cut.
Good luck on the progress.
We're moving pretty slow, so you know everything will be fine. It'll work out. We'll be good. I'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, thanks. We'll keep you posted. We'll see you there, man.
Dude, they have the whole motor tore apart. They're trying to run 10 PSI of boost. On pump gas on this motor, that'd be real gnarly. That's gonna be probably really gnarly. They're probably gonna make more power than us, if I had to guess. They're probably gonna have to be on a little bit of race gas though, because I'm running 8 PSI and that's as good as she gets. 8 PSI making 200. I feel like we've come a long ways. Here we are. Check these out. So I made these little spacers over on the old Lathenstein. And then the crush washers, they butt up like so. I bolt them in place of the old lines that were there. Now we've got that stuff capped off, ready to go. Spacer. Crush washer. Get this dude out the way.
You can like push down on the module and it'll give you enough room for the frame.
Just like that, the front ABS is blocked off and deleted. Made those little spacers. These were the front ABS lines. You have the return from the master, it goes back to this dude, and then these two branch off to the 2 calipers up there. We got rid of all 3 of them, which eliminated all that stuff up here, which is gonna make this side of the bike look a whole lot cleaner. Which, man, I could flip this over to their side and have this looking nice and naked over here. Problems for tomorrow. That's blocked off. Rear brake line is still hooked up the same. Still feels the same, didn't have to deal with that at all. Still have all the ABS hooked up, so everything still thinks it has ABS, so I should still have like cruise control and a speedo and all that good stuff. So now I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna hack up the front fairing. Yep, I'm gonna carve up the front fairing. We'll try and get that mocked up. We can put the gas tank back on.
Double check the spacing I have on the everything's torqued except the calipers to the brackets, but I think I have everything spaced.
Ooh, that does look really f***ing pretty.
Where it should be.
Look at that setup right there.
No noise.
Twisted T Industries, some Brembo radials, Some 13-inch rotors that are early version of what we build now. Looks beautiful, rolls beautiful. Man, those trees look hard as nails. Well, we got a ways to go. So does Blockhead. You saw from the FaceTime when he just hit us up, he tore his whole motor down trying to get the compression down because he's trying to run some crazy boost. They know how much power we're making already, so I think they're trying to I think they're freaking out. They don't want to come out with less power.
Yeah.
So they're going to push really hard. They'll probably beat us, but I mean, I doubt it. Do you need more than 202 horsepower in your motorcycle? I mean, not necessarily. And a turbo will always make more power than a supercharger. It's free. Not free to buy. It's really expensive to buy, but free power. Doesn't take your motor any effort. I'm going to cut up the fairing and we'll go from there.
We can't put the fairing on until we get the clutch cable.
Oh man, that's a funkin' son of a beeswax.
Isn't that?
He expedited the clutch cable, so hopefully it'll be here tomorrow or the next day. We're gonna have to test fit the thing a few times anyways to set these dudes up right, and we're gonna have our little off and on session. We'll go from there. It's gonna be very open up here. I want these trees to be sticking out. I want it to be very open, and I'm gonna cut a bunch of stuff out of the inner fairing and get to hacking.